Hey, y'all. What's up? I hope y'all back with us on this Sunday, October 5th. We having a good night. She was a little hectic, but I ain't gonna chalk it up to being negative. We still having a
Hey,
good night. We got a guest for y'all tonight, Candy in the motherfucking house. How you doing today, Candy?
I'm blessed and highly favored, man. I'm here. It's another week. Everything's all good. I had a beautiful week, and I'm excited about the guest tonight.
Yeah. So tell us a little bit about your guest tonight, Candy.
Well, he's a phenomenal gentleman. I've known him all of his life. He is my little cousin. His name is Ricky Lewis, and he's an awesome man of God. Um, and ever since I know Ricky, he's just been a go getter. He's always been a gentleman. He was raised right by my Auntie Gail. Shout out to you, Auntie Gail. Shout out to you, Live0822. You know, I love you, baby. I'm going to shout you out every show. Yeah, but so I'm really excited to hear what he has to say. He going to come with something wise. I just know he is because that's who he is. He's phenomenal, and you're going to see that. So let's welcome Ricky on.
All right, y'all. So y'all heard it first from Candy, you guys, and let's go ahead and get Ricky in the house real quick.
Yay, yay.
Hey, Ricky.
Hey.
Hey, what's
Lift
going
your
How
on?
are
camera.
you?
Lift the camera up a little bit more. A little higher. Boom. There you go. Now we can see you.
All right. Hey,
Hey.
how y'all
Yeah.
doing?
What's up, Rick?
What's up? What's
Good,
up?
good. Thank you so much for your patience. I'm glad to have you on today. Candy let me know a little bit about you. She let the people know a little bit about you. So I
What
feel
she
like it's time
say?
for you to let us know. She
She
said all
says,
good things. She said very, very uplifting, motivational stuff. So I want to hear
all
from you, Ricky.
right.
Tell us what you on the line for today.
Uh, do I introduce myself? Like
Yeah,
how?
Yes, of course.
however you want to do it.
Okay. Well, yeah. Like I'm pretty sure Candy, my cousin Candy, she already told me. Told everyone. My name's Ricky. Currently in the Antelope Valley. Um, I work for the city.
Okay.
Um, as far as my background, stuff like that. I'm from LA and everything. Grew up, got family from LA, families from Denver, stuff like that. But overall, I'm just a cool guy. I like to write. I love music. That's my
Okay.
main thing. I love music. And right now, I'm kind of pissed off because my Eagles didn't win. But other than that,
Mm.
everything is cool.
Okay, so you write music and shit. Okay, so Candy, is this the cousin that was rapping at the family reunion or no?
Yes, this is one of my
Okay,
cousins that was
by the
rapping.
car, by the car.
Yes, ride a car. That's him.
Okay, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, hey, yeah, he do got something. He got something. I was like, okay, I think shit, Candy whole family act like they want to be talented around this
Hey,
motherfucker.
shout out
Because
to
I was like,
y'all, man. My
nah,
family's
that shit was fire
talented.
though.
Look,
You do got something on
family is
God.
It's
talented.
because it's
They are.
crazy. It's crazy because people, I hear a
I'm gonna
lot.
see if
I
I
see a
can
lot of
find
people
it.
rapping.
Can I find it, you guys? If I can find it and play
It's on
it,
my page.
let me
I see a lot
see.
of people writing. The people that rap and stuff. They don't really talk about what I talk about. I'm more conscious about my
Okay.
rights, my writing, and everything. But other than that, I love to write. I love to write. Even on my dad's side of the family, I got a cousin that raps. My brother, he's a big time producer, and
Mm, okay.
it just all runs in the family. So, but yeah, that was me. That was me. I had to show
I'm looking for you
my
right
little
now.
my little cousin was doing her thing, so I had to show her that I can also spit too.
By little cousin,
Which
he means our cousin Heavenly. He does not mean
yeah.
me. I'm I,
Yeah, this one says talent
I'm
runs
the
in the
older
family.
cousin,
That's
but
the girl with
yeah,
the
she
braids.
was
Is
doing
that
her
Heavenly?
thing. He came in and,
Yeah,
and let it be known. You know what I'm saying? He got some bars as
I
well.
could do too. What's the what's the first word? If I can hear the first word, I can just spit it right here.
Shit, and
It was something
I don't
about
see. I see
okay.
your cousin with the braids, Candy. This says
Oh
talent
yeah,
runs
yeah,
in our
yeah,
family,
yeah,
for real, for real.
yeah.
Oh
No,
yes, I do. Here you go. I got it. I got it. Yeah,
okay.
I got
She
it.
got it. She about
Let
to
me
show
see
it
here.
then.
All right,
You got off, Rick. You did get off.
You know what I'm saying? I try to do what I can do when I can do it.
Hey.
all right.
Okay, give her a second. She about to pull it up.
How you feeling real funky, you gonna try it.
Hey!
Oh, okay. I
Oh,
see which one it was. I see which one it was.
what happened to shorty mentally. So next time you feeling real foggy, you gonna try to
Let me see.
Hey,
All about different lights.
if you
Like
turn
if
that
you turn
aggression
that
into a
aggression
passion,
to a passion,
harder than that
when
white
Hey,
that
chick.
okay.
white chick
Hey,
Yeah.
okay.
comes.
Hey, I
Hey,
like the beat. Ain't that y'all one of y'all beats, Candy?
no, no,
I
that
don't
was just
know.
the
That beat
No?
was
beat.
hard
Okay.
right there.
Yeah,
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 That
yeah.
beat
yeah.
was
I like how you
hard.
I don't
came
know.
off on that.
You know, it's so crazy because we
Like
was
if
at
you
the family
turn that
reunion.
aggression
We was at the
into a
family
passion.
reunion, and I walked over. My cousin Heaven
Shit,
and
guys, hold
Locke was
on.
just
Look.
at the car freestyling, right? And I was like, dang, I was like, oh, because you know, we all love music. We love music. It's our passion. So, you know, so then I jump in, I say my little. So I'm sitting in the car. I'm like, Rick, hey, and he turns around. He just like really surprised me because
Yeah,
I
yeah,
already
that's
know he's
crazy.
dope. You go on his page and you can if you got let the people know where they can go on the page real quick.
On my Instagram, it's the real R Lewis. So
There you go. You go on there, man, and you'll see him. Not only does he do that, he does spoken word, he does poetry, and his raps are so different and unique because he's really always talking about something very positive or something that really needs to be touched on. You know what I'm saying? So I really respect you as an artist. You know,
yeah,
I do.
it's funny seeing my cousin Candace do what she doing because she came out of the blue. I was like, I didn't even know you was rapping like that.
Man,
But she out there
I was
doing her thing.
I didn't even know I was rapping like that. Cause then like literally like I've always joked around and
Yeah,
whatever. But Locke was like, nah, babe, you really got something to say. Like you need to say you can rap. I'm like, nah. So I took it seriously and it just kind of blew up from there since January.
I wish I could have got the whole thing on that one though.
Yeah, yeah. I only got a snippet of it. But yeah, for sure.
I think she's
Can you
trying
hear
to
me?
talk. I thought she was trying to talk.
Well, shit, you did say shit. Tell me the beginning of it and I'll rap it. So you heard the
Okay.
beginning of it. Rap that shit.
Was
Spit some
harder than
bars.
that white chick from Recession. Maybe you become suspect to have a profession. Until then, I say nigga stop the hating. Matter of fact, nigga please keep hating. Cause why you doing that? Your brother said he calculating how you boosting my rating, nigga. It's so fascinating. See, it's all about giving life lessons. Like if you turn that aggression into a passion, went harder than that white chick from Recession, maybe you become
Mm.
something special, happy profession. But yeah,
Okay.
it's
Okay.
more
Okay, I
it's
Oh,
see
more on
what you mean
that.
about the shit you talking about.
Yeah.
yeah.
I see what you mean. And we
Yeah.
need more of that. We need more of that because motherfuckers talking about the same shit that don't make a difference in life that ain't got
It's
niggas
the
nowhere, right?
same.
Which don't make no
It's
motherfucking
the
sense. So we need more
same.
of that.
It's the
Absolutely.
same. It's the same stuff. Like that's why I feel like music is just turning for the worst because I mean
Man.
I feel like some of it's coming back because you do got people that's coming in doing what they supposed to do, like being real instead of just putting out the same old streaming music. I call it
Mhm.
streaming music because
Right,
everybody
right.
want to hear the same stuff. Club popping. I don't know if I can cuss on this, but like
Yeah, you can
pussy
Mhm.
bust a
popping.
cut.
Okay, yeah, but pussy popping, booty
Mhm.
shaking. When
Yeah, it's
there's a
all of
lot of
that.
other stuff that's when
And
there's a
I'm
lot
not
of
gonna
other
hold
stuff
you.
you can talk
Everybody,
about.
I ain't gonna hold you. Every once in a while, you need a good little ass shaking. You know what I'm saying? A
Yeah,
little something, something. But damn, it be like, damn, are y'all not talking about nothing?
no facts, no facts. And my thing is, they are so much talented in that. Like
Man,
if you hear some of these rappers before they even come out, they totally different. But then
yeah,
they
they
come
are.
out into the rap game and they try to get famous and they try to get views and then they change who they are. And
Absolutely.
Facts.
Into some weirdos.
That's facts. Like for
straight
me,
weirdos.
I try to have a message in everything it is I'm trying to say, or I'm trying to reach a certain audience in everything I'm trying to do. You know what I'm saying? Like, um, and so it's just being able to just lyrically express yourself. I think it's just dope. Yeah, it's dope. So tell
Facts.
the
I
people more
mean, I
about
feel
yourself.
well, okay, so I can talk about my travels. So I know I'm pretty sure she's probably told y'all like I didn't travel many places, but I done lived in Texas. I done lived in Louisiana for like 7 years, and I went to
Mm-hmm.
college out there. I went to
Mm.
college out there, and
Shout your college out. Shout your college out.
Grambling State
Okay,
University.
Gremlin State.
All right,
You know,
Gremlin. Shout out to you.
my HBCU got my bachelor's degree, and I got my master's degree there.
That's
So
right.
yeah, but I love speaking of Grambling. You know, that's one of the things I wanted to talk about on here.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like it's important. for
Okay.
our kids, for our people that are going out to college, take a
Absolutely.
look at the HBCUs. Take a look at the
Mm.
HBCUs. It's okay. It's okay if you want to go to a PWI, which is predominantly white institution. It's okay
Okay.
if you want to go there.
Educate them then. Educate them then if they
Hey,
didn't
let them
know.
know. Say that one
It's
more time.
okay. A PWI is a predominantly white institution, with
Okay.
HBCU, which is historical Black college universities. I feel like they need to take a look at that HBCU
Mm.
because I get that PWIs, they got the money, they got the resources, they got the references. Once you get out into the real world, you say, I graduated from USC, they be like, dang, that's nice. So you can end up getting a job, right?
Mm.
To where you say, I'm graduated from the HBCU, people look down on that. But the only reason people look down on it is because we're not getting the fundings like that. And we're not getting the resources like that because our people are deciding to go to PWIs instead of HBCUs.
Yeah, and they
And
do. The people do donate every now and then, like the celebrities and shit, every now and then. But
exactly,
yeah.
Hmm.
exactly. Like if you take a look at Deion Sanders and how he went to Jackson State, Jackson State is the HBCU. So he went to Jackson State and they became a top school in general,
Facts.
Mm.
not just
Yeah,
in
yeah, they did. Yeah, I heard
HBCUs,
that. He did go to the school and make
in
it. Yeah.
general. If we get more of that, that's where we can start depending on our own dollars, black dollars, recycling black dollars. That's
Mm-hmm.
when we can start doing that because we gotta get some education behind it. We gotta get some credentials behind it. So
Oh God.
yeah,
And then that's crazy that you brought that up because I was gonna touch on school just a little bit. Just talking to the kids, the high school kids and the college kids, like parents, like we gotta like really encourage our kids. They're so much different than we were back in the day. Like we used to participate in all kind of shit when school came up, rallies, pep rallies, all that shit, football game. Da, da, da. Now it's not that many kids doing it. Like it's still kids out, but not like we all used to be out. Like encourage your kids to get out there and have those experiences because those are once in a lifetime experiences that make up your life and your childhood and shit like that. And I said that to say that because my daughter go to Dorsey and Dorsey and Crenshaw just had their game or whatever. And I was telling her, girl, you should go. Like you should go. I'm telling you, that's going to be a popping ass game like them two schools. I want to go.
Dorsey and
So
Crenshaw.
yeah, so I'm looking
Yeah,
on Instagram and shit,
Shout
and I
out to
see they had
Dorsey. I went to
a mustard
Dorsey.
ass DJing up there at the shit, or what he had he was DJing. I said, see, Kyla, you should have went. Like it was cracking. She still was just like, I don't really care. Like she'd rather bed rock. Like these fucking kids don't do. But yeah, encourage y'all kids, man. Get out there, have those experiences. They're once in a lifetime, man. Because it's not enough kids really experience. Oh Lord, excuse me. Experiencing life. That's what these things are for your
Right.
experience. Like
they
stop being
they
lazy. Get off
experiencing
that damn
life.
phone.
They there
Oh
you
Man,
go
get
God,
off
right
that
just
there.
phone.
recently,
They
Grace had a homecoming dance, and I'm like, oh, she's been able to go her ninth grade year, her 10th grade year, and now she's in the 11th. So she was able to go to her homecoming. She's like, oh, mom, I remember last year's homecoming, and we talking about it. And I wanted her to know, like, these are the fundamentals, like going to prom,
Mm-hmm.
going to homecoming, going to the basketball games, going to those
Cause I
dances
didn't
and
even
stuff.
go to prom.
See, I went to prom. I
it's
love
the
prom.
memories.
It was a
Mm-hmm.
memory like that out. It would forever stay with you. So just encourage your children to be involved. Like me, I was on the school newspaper. You know what I'm saying? I was on the softball team. Like encourage your kids to do those activities because those make up your high school and your middle school experience. My daughter Faith, she's in ASB, so
Mm-hmm.
they're in control of like the school fundraisers and everything and controlling the
Mm-hmm.
dances and stuff. And she loves it
Right,
because she
right.
likes the leadership.
Yeah, that's cool and shit. My son used to go to Lincoln High School in East LA, and they got a bank in that motherfucker that they let the kids work in and shit to get credits and shit like a real bank. I
Oh,
forgot
Yeah,
which chain it was, but they got a real bank and they let the kids go in there and work to get that some experience, some job experience. I said that's what's
that's
up.
fire.
that is what's
That's
Mm-hmm.
up.
fire.
That's what's
That's
So
up.
probably
kids,
Not
take
that's
only
advantage
that,
of
preparing them for
these.
college.
Oh God, take
not only
advantage of
that,
these
but if you check
opportunities,
out your
churn.
local, I'm sorry, what you say?
Oh, I said, and just take care of these. Take care of these opportunities, churn. Go on and be in them.
Oh yeah,
Not
yeah, yeah.
churn. Talking to the
Not only
churn.
that, but if for like the little girls that like to do hair and they always
Mm-hmm.
playing in their baby doll's head, if you check out your local beauty colleges in your city, they usually have a children's program that's ran by the owner, and they're able to help and encourage, get them on, and take them on to teach them how to do hair.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
what's
great.
up too. That's what's up too. Yeah,
I
so it's
agree.
stuff
I
out
feel like
there.
at this time, it's most important to get involved in things because it's never too late to get into a passion. Right? It's
On
never
God.
too late. I mean, I love what I do, but I can change what I want to do. But it's at my age, it's like yo. But like if I was to find a passion when you're 16 and 14 and 15,
Right, right. Where you could have
you
I'm
find
been.
that
saying.
where could I have been? If I would have found that passion then,
On God.
where could I have
Me too.
been?
On
So
God.
that's why it's
On God.
important. That's why it's important for the kid. That's why it's important for the kid to get into the activities. Just to try it out. If you don't like football, you don't like football. If you don't
Mhm.
like robotics, if you don't like robotics, you don't like robotics. But just to get it to something to see where you want to lay your head, where you want to lay your hand in at, I feel like that's important because that'll shape your future. And I mean, I'm not gonna say anything. It's a lot of ways you can make money on this social media. A lot
Right.
of people look at these phones, they wanna make reels and everything. Hey, I'm all with you, but put your all in it and know that you can make it, but just know that there's 1% chance of people making it like that, and you got to put your all into it. But that's when you got to
Mhm.
find your passion. That's how you got to find your passion.
Yeah,
So I
for
feel like
sure. I want you
it's
to.
real important to get our kids into stuff.
Yeah, for sure. I want you to speak a little bit and tell the people about you pledging. Cause I actually really admired that when I found out about you at the college you was playing and you was doing your, you know what I'm saying? You was doing your dance and
Uh,
stuff. I was like, that is just the hardest thing ever. Like that's one thing I wish I would have been able to experience was to go to college and pledge. Cause I was like, oh, I would be an awesome pledge. You know what I'm saying? So please explain that to the people who
hey,
don't know.
so I'm a part of the Phi Beta Sigma Fraternity Incorporated. Blue Phi, that's me.
All right. All
Um,
right.
yeah, pledging. Okay, pledging is not for the weak. I was gonna say that it's not for the weak. You gotta be strong. You gotta you gotta be mentally strong. But once you pledge and once you cross, the resources
Can y'all hear
behind
me?
that,
Yeah.
Can
yeah,
y'all
we can
hear?
I can
Oh,
hear you.
okay, okay.
The
Go ahead.
resources behind pledging is important. You gotta understand, Phi Beta Sigma, we started in 1914. So we got at least over a million and brothers. We got over a million brothers in every state, to New
Wow.
York to California, and we got them in Africa. So you see where your link, you see how far your link connects. Is what I'm
Wow.
saying. Say for
That's
instance,
what's up.
say for instance, I'm in an interview, right? And me and this candidate, we got the same credentials. We did the same interview. We interviewed the same. But on my resume, it says that I'm a Phi Beta Sigma fraternity member. And the person that's doing the hiring, he's a brother.
Yeah.
He's gonna look at me differently. Why? It's because he know what I've been through, and he know what it takes to be a Sigma. So
Wow.
he know that discipline is gonna take me far and within that company. That's where the resources come from. Even if, even like I got a lifetime brothers that I've crossed with. I crossed with two members, Trey and Wade. They're my brothers. We ain't blood brothers, but that's my brothers.
Hmm.
And no matter what, I can call them from anything. If I need a loan, I need a loan. But that's what pledging is. It's a brotherhood. It's a sisterhood. It's not just a fraternity. It's sororities. So it's
Yeah,
important.
because
That's
I
what's
feel
up.
like that's why I tell people to go to HBCUs because that's where you're gonna get the full experience.
Hmm.
They got D9. That's what you call it. You call it D9, and that's all the nine fraternities and sororities. And that's
Hmm.
alphas, that's kappas, there's Qs, it's sigmas, it's iotas, then it's AKAs, it's deltas, it's it's zetas.
Zeta.
Those are my sisters. Yeah, them my sisters.
Hmm.
And we got SG rows, Sigma Gamma Rho. So that's the D9. And They got D9 at the PWIs. They do,
Hmm.
but I
Yeah.
don't want to say they don't go through what we go through at HBCUs. I don't want to say that. I want to speak on that, but I feel like it's a little bit tougher to do it at a HBCU.
Right. Right.
But
That's what's up.
you're gonna learn, and you're gonna gain so much more.
Mm. I want the people to know that handsomeness and beauty just runs in our family. Clearly, it just runs in our family. but but on God, not only is He handsome, and not only is He awesome because he's my little cousin. Even though, tell the people how tall you are, Rick.
I'm 6'4". Yeah, I'm 6'4".
Yeah,
That
he's
runs on my
huge.
dad's
Okay,
side of the family right there.
he's huge,
That's on my
but
dad's
I
side.
knew him when he was. I
Hey,
knew him
my
when he was
bad. I had
here.
to
You know what I'm saying? But he didn't grew up. I want to let
My bad, I had to handle some stuff, but I did
what
have
you
a,
say.
I wanted to add to something you said about the pledging. Yeah, because I seen, like, I watch all kind of shit, right?
Okay,
I
go
watch
ahead.
all kind of stories, all kind of ID channel, and they be having stories about pledging and what be going on and whatever like that. But they did say, like, the brothers be protecting them. Like, the brothers will protect you to the end,
Mm,
and they got you no matter what. If you need a job, if they work somewhere, they got you in the job. Like you said, if you need a loan, like, so that
Yeah,
I did hear that's how it is. Like, your pledge brothers, like, nigga, you ain't got to worry about nothing. Like, on God, I did hear that. So that's
it's a
crazy to hear you say
brotherhood.
that.
It's a brotherhood. It's a brotherhood,
okay,
and
there's
it's
something
a
I want to say
strong
though. For
brotherhood.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. Thank you for explaining that to the people. But there's something I want to say. So I've known you since forever, right? We grew up together, playing hide and seek in the building in Gardena. You feel me? And
Yeah,
I was always over at Auntie Gail house. That's his mom. I love her dearly. I love my family. Um, and but this particular cousin though, I'm telling you, like Ricky, you have my heart because um when I saw, okay, so like Ricky grew up with two sisters, right? And so these two sisters, they grew up, they went to college, you know what I'm saying? They had, like, it seemed like they had their life really mapped out. And I don't know if you know this, but you really inspired me never to give up. He inspired me never to give up because when I heard that Ricky moved away and went down to go to college, I was like, he left? Like, what you mean he left? Like, you just up and left, right? And even though I was not necessarily around the family because I was out of state, I was always watching. I've always watched you and I've watched your growth. But the picture that you have on your page where you had your robe on and you had like a scroll, it was black around your neck, and you were standing there and you were smiling and you were graduating, right? There's this one picture
oh
that was
yeah,
on Auntie Gil page. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And it was this one picture on Auntie Gil
yeah,
page, and when I saw it, and it was like, she did her little tag, like, congratulations, I'm so proud of you, son, da da da. I literally just cried. I remember holding the phone just crying, like, you did it. You did it. You said you was gonna do it, and nigga, you did it. You did that shit, and I'm so fucking proud
yeah,
of you. And what people don't know about Ricky is everyone thought Ricky was just gonna be one way. Like, okay, this is Ricky. That's who Ricky is. And you just turned around and just surprised everyone and surpassed everyone's expectation and rose the bar so high. And I am so extremely proud of you, cousin. I'm proud of the man that you are today. Not only is he handsome, because of course he's family. Not only is he educated and smart, not only is he a good person, but he's also licensed to wed. So if you guys need a
Okay.
phenomenal man of God that will marry you, or you want a preacher or minister to marry you, there you go. Let the people know how you got into that.
yeah.
Okay. That's something to know.
Yeah, hit him up.
So I want to go back to I want to go back into the. Oh, I appreciate it. Love you. That's dope words. You always. I'm gonna try to tear up in here. But no, I want to go back to you said I just up and left, and I did. I up and dipped. It was a time in my life where I was good. Like, I graduated from high school. I got into the workforce. I started working for Wells Fargo. I became a personal banker. I had bread. Uh, I had my girl for about, we was together for a good about 6, 7 years. Everything was just looking up. Everything was really looking real good. And I remember I went to church one time and I prayed and I asked God for like more faith, more faith. I want more faith.
Mm.
And the thing about God is you gotta be careful what you ask for because He'll give it to you. And that's
Amen.
kind of what He did to me. It was like
Mm.
within a week, um, I had gotten to an altercation with my dad. Um, but this all happened in a week. Altercation with my dad. Lost my job,
Mm.
and then found out my girl cheated on me.
Mm.
Got back with her, and then she broke up with me the next day. All that happened within a week.
Mm.
Mm.
And for a year, I was toe up.
All right, right.
I
I
was
can
toe up.
imagine. Shit.
But it took. I think I got family. Well, I had family down in Texas. I was like, hey, won't you just come out here? I was like, you know what? I ain't got no kids. Obviously, I ain't got no girl. I ain't got no wife. I ain't got no job. I'm like, might as well. So I applied to Grambling, and the rest was history. But
That's
yeah,
what's up.
nah. And I thank him for that. I thank God for that because you ask God for more faith, and He'll give you the situation where you gotta have more faith. He just ain't gonna give you more faith. He gonna put you in a situation where you gotta have more faith. So that's kind of what happened. So, but now I'm
Well, I
careful with
make
what
sure
I
I
ask
make
for.
sure
You
I
know what
don't
I'm
ask
saying?
God for no faith then, because I don't want no smoke.
That's what I'm
I don't want
saying.
no smoke.
You just gotta be. You just got. What I'm saying is, you gotta be careful what you ask for. I would have been like, "Hey,
Oh
God, let me
God.
get more faith, but let me keep my job, let me keep my girl, and
Right, right. Be specific with your
but
prayer. You got to
just
be
give me more
Right,
faith."
specific.
yeah.
But that's what
Yeah.
that was, man. I
But
was like,
watching you do
whew.
that though, Ricky, man, it inspired me. I was like, because I'm very open on social media about what I've been through with my domestic violence relationship in my past. You know what I'm saying? And when I came out of that, I was so broken. I remember I was so broken. And I used to have locks. And even though my locks had some length, like I had some length to my locks during my abuse, a lot of them had been ripped out. A lot of them, and because I wasn't eating properly, I used to be real skinny. I had gotten down real small because I wasn't eating. I was stressed out every day being abused, and so I would tie a scarf. Okay, I'll try not to cry. I
Me
would try. I
too.
would
Here you
tie.
go.
No, really. No, I'm being real. I would tie a scarf around the front part of my hair because that's where it was ripped out at in the front of several of my locks, right? So I went to a shop out here and I'm sitting in the chair and I was asking her to give me a retwist, like just, I know that this part is missing right here and it's barely growing back, but, and she was like, baby, I could try to, help you out. She was like, but you really gonna have to start your journey over. And I'm like, start over? What are you talking about, start over? Like, what you mean? I had my locks going on 3 years. I was like, what you mean? She was like, yeah. I was like, okay, let me go to the car real quick. I went to the car and I started crying. I mean, I'm bawling because I realized at that point, in order for you to make it to the next level, you're going to have to cut your locks. You're gonna have to because you're carrying around dead weight. You're carrying around all that sadness and you're carrying around all that burden. So I was like, dang, I really didn't want to. I'm like, and I remember me and Loft, we wasn't even together that long, like, cause I had came out, whatever, came back to Antelope Valley. So we had only been together a couple months. And I remember him right there with me holding my hand. And I remember going back in and I said, okay, I said, you can cut off some of them, like cut off just the ends. She said, baby, do you want to be halfway healed or you want to be all the way healed?
Mm.
And I said, I want to be all the way healed. She said, well, you know what you got to do. And she handed me the scissors. And I remember tears is just flowing down my face. And I took it and I just cut. And it was like as if it was symbolic for me. It was like spiritual for me. Like I cut off all my pain from my past and I realized I can do anything. So, the sweet, you guys get 822 Sweet Candy. You guys get this confident woman. You guys get this strong alpha female, so full of confidence and knows exactly what to say and knows how to stand up for herself. But I wasn't always that person. I had to literally shed my past and shed my pain. And once I did it, I remember sitting there, and I wasn't like cut completely bald. Like, I still had some hair, but not nearly all the locks that I had. And I'm holding all the locks, you know what I'm saying, in my hand. And Lafayette came up to me. He grabbed my face, and like the shop is full of women, right? And they looking at me like, "Girl, you cutting off all your hair?" And I remember he grabbed my face and he kissed me, and he said, "You're beautiful."
Mm-hmm.
And that for me was everything, because it was like, dang, he
Mm-hmm.
gonna support me through anything I'm going through. Even when I feel my ugliest, even when I feel my most down, you know what I mean? He gonna be there. And I was like, damn, that meant a lot to me. And
Mm-hmm.
so from then on,
Oh God,
I
Candy.
started my journey over, and it was like I just blossomed. My hair didn't grew back. I got a fro now and shit. You know
I'm
what I'm
trying to
saying?
fix my eyes. My bad. I'm trying to fix them to roll the water back.
I'm saying, my hair didn't grew back. I got a fro now and everything. And the girls were like, dang, mommy, your hair growing all back. I'm like, yeah, but you know what? People be scared to make the leap. They're scared
On
to take
That's
God.
that
what
leap of
it is.
faith.
On God. Shit. I'm
And
one of them.
and it's
Shit.
crazy because Candy's tip of the week is about fear, embracing fear, right? That's funny that we even talking about this, but yeah, and so I had to embrace my fear. And so anyway, once I did that, and then I realized that you graduated and you did it. I remember sitting at the table. Well, can we get real for a second? I'm gonna just get real with you for a second. I remember sitting at the table, and I remember, Auntie Gail. She is such a phenomenal mother. I always felt like you guys were so blessed to have her as a mom. And I remember her saying, "Oh yeah," and then and people would say, "Well, how are your kids doing?" And she'd be like, "Oh, well, Kimmy just graduated and did this, and Lynn just graduated and did this, and Ricky, he's doing good." And even though, like, I know she didn't mean no harm because her heart is so pure. Um, I could see the look on your face, Ricky, and I would be like, and even though I knew it was more in you, I knew it was more in you. You just needed the opportunity. And so now when she says it, she says, "Oh, I have 3 children and all of them have graduated college." I know she's just glowing with pride, and she is so extremely proud of you, and so am I. I'm very proud of
Well,
you.
that's how
I'm
it was
very
in high
proud of you.
school. Well,
Yeah.
that's how it was in high school. I was a middle child, so it was like, I always my grades wasn't ever what Kim, what my sisters was.
She
They
like
always did,
perfect.
Kim
She was
or
hard to
even
follow, dog.
Jalen. Even Jalen graduated with over a 3.0, and I
Dang.
graduated, with a 2.3. So it
I
was
had a
like,
C
and I
average
barely,
and
I
on
barely
days.
graduated. I barely graduated. Like I
Hey,
had
how
to
you
do
doing?
Saturday school just to get rid of some absences.
Man, keep it real. You
But
know what
it
I'm
was,
saying?
it was like that. But the crazy thing is, it flipped because now in college, I was magna cum laude, which is like I got over a 3.5 GPA throughout
Oh
my
wow.
college career. You know what I'm saying? And I got my master's, so it flipped.
That's not
But
hard,
I
but you
always
saying that
killed
like
it.
that's easy. You saying that like that's so
Yeah, you
easy to get a
saying that like,
3.5.
no, nigga, you
Like
gotta say
that's
it with
not
your chest,
easy.
nigga.
How did
I
you
got
do that? What
magnum,
was
what you
your
call it?
I'm telling you, I just did it. I was in a new environment. I think that's what it is with people. People be stuck in the same situation, and sometimes you just got to change your environment, and it'll change you.
that's
I
hard.
went
That
to
shit ain't
Louisiana.
easy. Shit.
Well, the thing is with college, I feel like a lot of people do well in college because you realize it's coming out of your pockets. You know what I'm saying? So it's
I
like
mean,
you go
but
to
how
high
do you
school,
feel
you go
about
to high school, but
how how do you feel about going to college? Because this is another thing about college though. Going to college and then you didn't got all this debt accrued, all these loans and shit, and then you graduate and then you don't even use what your degree when you get a job. So you just now you got all this
and
debt.
that's why it goes back to what we talked about earlier. You do what you want to do early when you're a kid, when you 14, 15, find out what you're passionate about. So that way when you go into college and you go into these situations, you know exactly what you want to do. People that go into college and they get in these degrees and then they don't use it because they just got a degree because they just got a degree. Me, I got mines in criminology because I wanted to help
What?
my people.
Okay.
Oh, that's
I
dope. I
wanted
didn't
to
know
Hey,
help
I
that.
wanted
my
to go to school for law too. That's crazy. I always wanted to go to
yeah.
NYU. But of course,
So
we when we
I
get a
love to
little
be in New
grown,
York.
we get a little grown, we start doing what we
It's
think we
different.
want to do, and we miss out on what we should have been
Exactly.
doing. So,
Exactly. So that's why I feel like that's why some people just go to college. Some people also just go to college just to mess around. They be like, "Oh, I'm free from parents and
mm,
everything. Let me get this quick what's it, business degree
Yeah.
mm,
and have fun in college." But I can do a business degree. Not to say business degree is easy, but it's one of the simpler ones. And it's like, oh, I do this and let me just have fun in college. But then when you get out of college and you got a business degree, what you got a business degree in?
mm.
Like finance or like what? Like what's your business? You just got a business degree? You can do with that. Now you got administrative. Now you administrative assistant.
And see,
So it's
I
like
didn't even know you
that's what it
teaching me
is.
because I didn't know business is like one of the shortest, easiest ones to get. I did not know that.
Yeah.
Businesses, but then when you go
Yeah,
into like
yeah.
business finance, when you go into business marketing, when you go into
Mm,
business HR, when
Hmm.
you put like a specific behind it, that's when it
Yeah.
becomes difficult. When you say I'm going to school for business
okay, okay.
administration, they be like, "Oh, you got business degrees. You gonna be an assistant? Like,
Okay.
what is the business degree?" So you when you put like a specific behind it, that's when it becomes a little bit more difficult. Business
Yeah,
That's
finance
what's
is like
up.
one of the hardest ones. Business accounting
mm,
is like one of the hardest ones. So it's
okay,
like,
okay.
Yeah, you
but
got to put
I
a
feel like
specific
when you
behind
go
it.
when they go to college, also take that first year to figure out what you want to do. Because actually, I went into college and my first 2 years, because I was from LA, first of all, I heard that New Orleans dudes don't like LA dudes. Because I'm all the way in
Mm,
Louisiana and I'm like, damn, this gonna be some trouble. And my first roommate was motherfucker was from New Orleans. I'm like, oh shit.
mm.
But
Damn.
nah, that's my homeboy Jeremiah. He good. That's my fire brother too. And
Yeah, I was just gonna ask you,
but
so y'all cool?
oh yeah, that's my
Yeah.
frat brother. We good. The thing is, I went to college when I was 23, and he was the same age. So it's kind of we was like on mature level. But there
mm,
was the little youngster, what they call them YNs, the YNs. It
mm,
was the YNs up there, and they tripping. But the first 2 years I was in college, I kind of just kept to my group, kept to myself, kept to my frat brothers. I didn't go outside of that. But then my third year, a couple of my homeboys graduated. I really kick it with tough. They graduated and left.
mm,
And I'm like, I ain't really got nothing else to do. So let me go talk. Let me go look at the theater. Let me
mm.
go look at theater now. And I ended up
That's what's
loving
up.
theater. I love theater. I've been in
Okay.
six productions up there. The first year you get into everything
Interesting.
that you can to, and you can end up loving. You can end up finding what you want to
I
do
could see you projecting your voice
in
in
college
theater.
as far as degree.
Yeah, for
Oh
sure.
yeah. All right.
For
In the
sure.
beginning, it was tough.
If you were given the,
So they was go ahead.
Candy, you was saying something?
Okay. No, but my first
oh, there's a
you
delay. I'm
muted.
sorry.
You
I'm sorry.
muted.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Okay. Can you guys hear me now?
That's all good.
If you wanted to give
Yeah.
one life lesson learned advice about someone who's thinking about going to college, what would be the one advice that's going to help them get through those years and go ahead and graduate?
Ricky, do we have you?
Okay, there
Yeah.
you go.
You hear me? Can you hear
Okay.
me?
No, we didn't hear you. Say it again.
I would say. I would
Yeah,
say.
now.
I would say don't be afraid to fail. The reason
Mm,
why is because you're gonna get into a lot of things in college. You're gonna get into a lot of things, and some of it may go bad. Don't just
mm.
think of it like, oh, I got to go back home. I'm homesick. I can't do this no more. Don't think of it like that. Just think it's okay to fail. Not I don't even want to say it's okay to fail. It's okay to learn that lesson because that's what it's gonna be. It's gonna be a lesson
Right.
that you're gonna have to learn from it. So it's okay to learn a lesson. You ain't gonna pass everything, and it's okay. Just don't give up. Is what I would say. That'll be the main
Oh,
thing. That's what I had to do.
that that's what's up. That's what's up.
So what's in
But yeah,
Ricky's
tell kids to
future?
go to
Like, what's
college.
important to you for the future? What are you going to be doing? What's important to Ricky for the future?
Honestly, I'm working in my career right now. I'm working on my with my degree right now. I
Okay.
work for the city and I work for case managing. So
Okay. Okay.
I do well in that. Right now, right now, you know, I'm out here on the search, and I'm looking for Miss Wifey. I'm looking for Miss Right. So
That's what's up.
I think it's time. I think it's
Mm-hmm.
time. But it'll be family. It'll be
Mm-hmm.
family.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up.
Yeah, that's the next thing. Career
So do you
wise is
think?
always going to be there, and I'm always going to.
So you by you saying it's time? Do you mean that by your mentor is telling you it's time, or do you put it like on an age thing? It's time, or both?
Mental
Okay.
wise. I always
That's
want
where
to be
you at.
established in
Okay.
a career before I go. Before I started, I always wanted to be established in my career, and I'm kind of getting to that level right now. So
Okay. Interesting.
Hmm.
that's when I'll be like, it's time. Career wise, I feel like I'm gonna do well, and so I feel like it's
I
next
think so
is the
too.
family
It's
part.
been a pleasure listening to your story. It's been a pleasure. Candy always got something to tell, a story, and she got people that got stories to tell. It was interesting. I appreciate everything you shit. I learned something here today. I love when we have a guest that come on where I can learn some shit. You know, so I
Oh God.
appreciate you because you
Oh
was
man, I
really here
appreciate you
to
guys having
uplift
me
and
on.
educate.
For me,
I
I just
really
wanted to
appreciate you guys
go
having
ahead,
me
Ricky.
on.
No, go ahead, Ricky. Go ahead.
Anytime,
Hmm.
anytime.
And I thank you for
No,
coming.
I
Yeah,
said
for
I
sure. I
really
thank you for
appreciate you
coming
guys
on.
having
And
me.
yeah, 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 for sure. We appreciate you coming on, man. You always welcome me on Lead That Now podcast. I want to thank you so much. Not only are you my cousin, but I really look up to you as a man. And I think that all young black males should want to live like you. Like, for sure, you're a role
Mm,
model, for sure. For sure. So just know
that's
that you
what's
can
up.
overcome your fears. It is never too late to go ahead and leap. Take that leap. And let the people know one more time where they can find you at on Instagram.
Yeah, you can find me on Instagram. It'll be the real R Lewis, the real, not REEL. It's the real like REAL. So the real R Lewis.
Okay, okay, okay. Well, thank you so much for your time and thank you for coming on. We love you. And well, I love you. And have a beautiful night.
All right, much love to you guys. Much love to you
Thank you,
guys.
Ricky. Good night. Come on back
Thank you,
on, player. Come on back on,
Ricky.
because we're gonna be needing some male perspective information too, anyway, on some shows. So we're gonna have you back on if that's all right.
I got you.
All right. Have a good night.
Okay. Have a good night. Have a good
All right.
night. Okay,
All
bye.
right, Candy. So is there a tip of the week this week?
Of course, there's a tip of the week. Y'all know what time it is. It's Candy's tip of the week. Candy's tip of the week is embracing
You need a tip
fear.
of the week song.
Tip of the week. So I'm gonna create one. I'm gonna create one on
Oh God, you
God.
need a tip of the week song.
Okay. Do the things that you are afraid to do, as this is where growth lies. We just talked about that today in the show. If you guys are tuning in, you feel me? It's crazy because my tip of the week, I literally came up with this today. So he had no idea. We had no idea what I was going to talk about, but it does correlate with what we talked about tonight. But that's just how God is. He's good. Everything works together for the good of those that love the Lord. Okay, so go ahead. First, you have to do is you have to acknowledge and identify what your fear is. Once you do that, you need to think and be realistic with yourself and understand that fear is a mindset. Because a lot of things that we're scared to do or scared to say or scared to try is because we've convinced ourselves some kind of crazy way that it's not going to work, or we're not good enough, or we're too old, or we're not strong enough, or nah, well, I should have done that in the past, so I guess it's too late for me now. No, it's not ever too late. You get up and you go ahead and you do those things that you're afraid to do. You go after those goals that you think you can't. And you know what? You can have that fairy tale ending. You can have that life.
Mm.
For a long time, I thought I would never find, and I'll never be in another relationship again in my life. Like I had a horrible experience. I would never. And now look at me. Like I'm happy. I'm healthy. I'm in a healthy relationship. You know what I'm saying? And my whole life is turned around. I'm a whole different woman, a whole better woman. You know what I'm saying? Because I wasn't afraid to go ahead and leap and take that jump. I am a believer. So right here in Isaiah 41:10, it says, "Fear not, for I am with you. Be not dismayed, for I am your God. I will strengthen you." And that scripture right there for me just gives me encouragement. So I want to encourage everybody this week. Go ahead and take that leap of faith. Whether it's telling that crush, hey, you know what, I do like you, and going after that crush, whether it's taking that class that's going to better your career, but you're thinking, hey, no, it's too late for me. No, go ahead and take that class. Go ahead and take that leap. If it's even standing up to your mama or standing up to your parents, a lot of times we don't talk about this, but we become grown, and there's things that we really want to get off our chest and be able to say, in a respectable way, but let them know, hey, you know what, this hurt me when I was little, or you know what, this affected me. And it's hard for us to say that sometimes to our parents. But just having the courage to be like, hey, you know what, we have to have those uncomfortable conversations with people that we love. We sometimes have to keep it real with ourselves in order to be able to move on, even if it's just a 10-minute conversation. Sometimes those things are needed. Once you take the leap of faith, you will become a better person. So remember, face fear, face, I'm sorry. There's a quote. It says, to face fear, you have to go through it and not around it.
Mm.
Go through it and not around it. And remember, you have to go through it. I remember when I was running away from my DV situation, every time he would find out where I lived or where I stayed or where I be at, I wouldn't go there no more. I would pick up and I would move me and my kids. And I remember one day Lafayette say, how long you gonna keep running? And I'm like, what you talking about? As I'm packing, what are you talking about? I ain't running. But the truth was, I was running because it was my fear, and I didn't want to face my fear. I didn't want to face it head on. But I said, you know what? I'm not running away no more.
Who the
I'm
fuck?
I'm
Who the fuck said
establishing.
that? I think it was Lafayette that said that shit. Like that nigga told no lies when he said your fucking life could be a movie. That nigga told no fucking lies. Oh God, you
No,
laughing, but
for
I'm
real.
dead fucking serious.
No, for real. Like, and I don't mind being vulnerable with you guys. We appreciate
Your
each and
life could be
every
a
one of
fucking
you
movie,
that
boy.
watch
You
our
been through a
show. You
lot.
know what I'm
God is
saying?
good.
We God is so good. And I'm saying I'm literally a walking testimony. Like I shouldn't be here today. I shouldn't have breath in my body today. I really could have, so much could have taken me out, but God. You know what I'm saying? So as always, remember, face your fears head on. Be brave about it. Talk to people about it to give you some sound advice. Take advice from sound people. That's very important. Live your life to the fullest. And as always, don't leave nothing out. That's
I
all I got for
heard
the week,
I
guys.
heard the fuck out of that. All right, y'all. Well, shit. At the beginning, we got informative and educational, and then at the end, we got real and serious and deep. So I hope everybody, it's something for everybody in this interview today, in this show today. Take something from
For
it,
sure.
please, because what I'm starting to notice, our show is starting to have a lot of substance to it. There's always something that we're giving you guys that you guys could take with you to become better people. We're always giving you, especially Candy, because Candy, unfortunately, she's been through a lot more than I have. So I feel like I'm learning through Candy too, some stuff. So she
I learned through
always
you too,
gives you
though.
a way to get through stuff that you're really going through. So guys, please take it advantage, because life is not easy, and a lot of times we be like, oh, we navigating it on our own. But these are some of the things that you can use if you feel like that. Have shows that uplift you or help you get through. Like, please just take the information, guys, because it's great information for life in general.
Oh God, oh God. Well, for my final words, I just want to encourage everybody to face their fears head on. You know what I'm saying? Don't give up on yourself. We always talking about, telling other people, Don't give up on me. Don't give up on me. It's important that you don't give up on you. You have to learn to love you. You have to know that you're worth it. And you are. So I thank you guys for tuning in tonight.
All right,
Yeah.
y'all. Well, it's been deep. Candy always take us deep. So now I'm finna wind on down. I don't know what y'all doing on y'all Sunday, getting the kids ready for bed, for school Monday. But we will see you guys back here Sunday, and we love y'all. Keep rocking with us.
We love y'all. Thank you for tuning in.
Bye,
Bye.
y'all.